Here's an unchanging warning. Don't be a hypocrite, taken from Matthew 6, verse 2. But why stop there? How about we spice things up to be more relatable by incorporating some real-life anecdotes and scenarios? Now, picture yourself walking through old streets and temples where everyone said they were good people, and eventually there was a clear difference between their actions and their words. According to Matthew 6, verse 2, Christians are encouraged to assist others selflessly without seeking recognition or praise. Doing good just because it's the right thing is quite a powerful statement. To fully understand how important Matthew 6, verse 2 is, we need to look at the political and cultural backgrounds of the Bible era. Explore the rich history of the temples and streets of that era, where individuals grappled with the challenges of leading a virtuous existence. The streets and temples were bustling, with individuals engaged in lively conversations. Many individuals, including religious leaders, often claimed to be morally upright, yet their actions failed to align with their professed beliefs. For example, during that time, some religious leaders would publicly donate large sums of money to the temples to gain recognition and praise from others. They would make a show of their generosity, attracting attention and admiration from the people around them. Yet, their true intentions were not rooted in genuine compassion or a desire to help those in need. Instead, they sought validation and self-glorification through these acts of supposed righteousness. Despite their outward displays of piety, they lacked sincerity. However, there was a noticeable contrast between their outward appearance and their true emotions. Matthew 6, verse 2 speaks directly to this issue by encouraging Christians to assist those in need without seeking recognition or validation from others. Examining the meaning of this verse in its original context allows us to gain a deeper understanding of the concepts of truthfulness and sincerity in our present-day lives. When we examine Proverbs 3, verses 5 to 6, it becomes clear that placing our complete trust in the Lord is essential. Wholeheartedly trust in the Lord and avoid relying solely on our understanding. Always keep Him in mind in all your actions, and He will guide you. This verse provides a foundation for comprehending the intricacies of culture and social norms that influence the narrative in the Bible. It emphasizes the significance of followers seeking guidance from God's advice and wisdom rather than solely relying on their thoughts. This verse highlights the significance of recognizing God's presence in every aspect of our lives, and it will lead us down a morally sound road. It encourages individuals to place their trust in God and lead lives of integrity, seeking His approval rather than seeking validation from others. For instance, when his master's wife falsely accuses Joseph of misconduct in the book of Genesis, Joseph finds himself in a moral predicament. Instead of seeking validation from others or taking matters into his own hands, Joseph turns to God for guidance. His trust and followership of God's wisdom and advice ultimately led him to maintain his integrity and rise to a position of power. This example demonstrates the importance of seeking God's guidance and living a morally upright life. Also, recognizing the presence of a higher power in all aspects of our lives demonstrates humility and an understanding that we are not in complete control of our bodies. It's always a good idea to seek His guidance and support when faced with a decision. It's important to consider different perspectives and avoid relying solely on our judgment to avoid potential missteps. When we adhere to God's guidance, our paths remain clear and aligned with His desires for us. By seeking God's guidance, we invite His wisdom and discernment into our lives. This allows us to make decisions that are in line with His